Hi everyone. In this session, we're going to cover how to use Microsoft PowerPoint slides to create presentations for whatever topic you want to cover. Let's start by adding a title. And you can also add a subtitle. Okay, so this is obviously just a basic title and subtitle. But if you wanted to make this more interesting, what you can do is maybe insert a picture. So if I insert this picture here, doesn't look so great. But then can you see there are some design ideas, suggestions coming through. So I can click this and now you can see it's been presented in a more exciting format. We can now add a new slide. So if you click on new slide and then select basically the different options you have here. So you've now got another set of slides that you can edit. So I'll add a title, my first presentation. Hopefully can spell correctly. I'll add topic 1, maybe topic 2, whatever that could be, topic 3, etc. So again, basically what you can do is use the suggestions and ideas that are coming on the left to create more animated and more colorful display. So if I select this, you can see it's actually formatted it in a more powerful presentation, and you can change that to whichever one that actually suits your own presentation style. Let's add another slide. So here I'm going to select title only. At the top, basically, I'm going to put a title. So in this case, I want to do a process flow diagram. So I'll select that. There is a tool which actually is called Smart Art. So if you use this Smart Art tool and click that, you'll be presented with a lot of different types of diagrams that you can create to describe some of the things that you're working on. So I'm just going to select this as an option. And if I click OK, what you'll see is that the text box appears with pretty much formatted data. I can adjust this to so fit into the area that I want to present, and this gives me a way to create a process flow. So what you can do, if you look at the left, you've got these text columns and subtext. So I can maybe add a title here, food. So apple, grapes. I can add another one called drinks. And again, basically, Fanta, and then clothing. Obviously, the topic can be whatever you want to present. I'm just giving you some thoughts in terms of how you can present it. So clothing, basically, a hat, a jacket, etc. So you can see basically this is being displayed in a format. And obviously, if you wanted to add, say, another one, you can do so, and you can delete it. So essentially, um, So this one I think just moved, but what you can do is move it back, and you can create I guess basically if you want to, you can create another column. So here you can see I can now basically have a drink subsection, and I can have basically juice, and I can add basically um, anything else I wanted to put in there. Lemonade, for example. So obviously you can adjust this to suit your presentation style, and hopefully you can experiment with the different types of smart art graphs that are available. Let's add another slide. So I'm going to select title and content. I'm going to call it my graph. And in this case, what I want to do is actually create a graph. So if you go to insert and then click on chart, you'll see a lot of different types of graphs that you can add. So I'm just going to select this one, and immediately what you see is a chart that has been inserted below with a Excel table. The chart itself, in terms of the Excel table, you can obviously rename that, the columns. So if I say cats, dogs, birds, you could also change the numbers: 12, 13, 15, 9, 1.1, 5, 4, 3, 2. I guess whatever information you're presenting in terms of a graph, obviously you can adjust the different information that you want to present. So I'll close the Excel sheet for now, and what you've got here is a graph. You could obviously rename these categories in the Excel sheet, and you can change the title to whatever you want to call it, but essentially what you'd get there is a chart that you can use to display information that you want to present. When you're presenting information, you might want to add some notes for yourself. So for example, here in this chart, we've got different numbers for cats, dogs, and birds, but I want to put some relevant information that I want to highlight about dogs. Then I can put that in the notes section below, and it's just a prompt and a reminder for you when you're going through presenting the information that this is what you need to cover, or this information is really important. So really this can be added to each slide underneath, and you can have as much notes as you need. You can also animate your graph. So here at the top, you've got a tab called animation. So if you select the graph you want to animate, and you can make it fly in, you can fade it in, you can float in, you can split it. So there's a lot of different things. So the fly in is what I'm going to use. It just makes it more dynamic and interactive. You've got some information here. So for example, do you want that chart to fly in on click, or from the when you go from one slide to the next? So you can say trigger it from with previous or after the previous. I'll leave it as click because I will click and then that would actually pop up and fly in. You could also add a delay in terms of if you wanted to delay different information within a chart from flying in or out, then you can do that. Finally, we will now view the presentation slide in presentation mode. So if you click on the small icon here, what you'll see is this is displayed in presentation mode. And if you use your mouse button to click or the arrow button, then you can go through the slide by clicking each time, and you can display the information and cover it as part of your presentation. So with this one where we added the flying in chart, obviously when you first move into it, you'll see a blank sheet. When you click the mouse, as we've selected as an option, then it should fly in. And that's essentially how you would present the information once you've finished your presentation slide. I hope you have enjoyed this particular session and look forward to seeing you on the next session, or you may be interested in some of our more advanced courses. Thank you.